fungibility, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungibility is the living the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Attaboys. Phenomenal performance today. Tight. We were tight today. I dig it.
Little practice.
Happy. Yeah, dude. Happy freaking Friday. Happy Bitcoin Halving Friday. Special day. It's kind of a holiday. Would we consider it a holiday here in like the crypto Web3 world? It is. It's a big deal.
It's like bigger than like a solar eclipse kind of holiday in my mind. That might happen every 120 years in your area, but this happens only every,
It seems like the solar eclipse because, Henry, you're wearing the solar eclipse sunglasses right now.
Oh, I'll swap them, man. I'll swap them. That was just for the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit. Henry, did you sell some carpets?
Ooh.
No, I changed some things around in my room with the hopes that maybe somebody would buy one if I, sometimes like you go into Target and they've moved displays around. That's the theory.
Excellent.
Oh, plus 2 green rugs today. This one, it's showing up a little bit darker than it should be. Some nice indoor-outdoor carpet turf. But I'm thinking green for Bitcoin Halving Day. Maybe it's red. But yeah, change it up a little bit. And this guy been sitting on this for honestly probably 2 years.
Nice.
Love it. I'm noticing, just a quick heads up, I have got like a fuck ton of lag on my screen. It's like my screen only, I think. So I may have to leave. It won't kick you guys out, but I may have to leave and reboot if it gets super shitty. So just a heads up.
No problem. I got things in the holster that I
got to lock down. How many halvings are there total?
I forget, but this is the 4th, and there's definitely a couple more after this.
Am I ridiculous to say there's 32 because there's the 32 epic sats? That sounds like a lot, though.
It does.
Any gigabrains out there that know how many Bitcoin halvings there are total? By the way, good to see all you guys here tuning in here further on. First again, bro. Tickle GM, big bro. Adam, what's happening? He gave a GM to Henry. We'll take it as well.
No, we can't take it. There's been there. I swear to God.
China.
Oh, Choina's here. Good sheet. Joppy.
Yeah, look at that Genkai, by the way. That Genkai is amazing.
Who's Genkai? Rice Farmers, or was that Joppies?
Joppies.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Damn. What's that? What's that skin called? That's a
that is a Shrine Seeker, sir.
Damn, I love it.
Yeah,
freaking love it, man. What a day. There's a lot to talk about, which is nice. I remember when we started week 1, there was nothing. It was like a barren wasteland out there, and just so different now. The Bitcoin freaking halving, all the crazy chaos and energy that's around it. Like all this hype and anticipation for runes, of course. But man, there's some ordinals collections that are rocking too all of a sudden. I kind of wonder if some people are exiting some of those rune collections and they're getting in some, like those premium ordinals, like the Node Monkeys and Puppets, which everybody considers the top tier. But there's another one that sneakily has flipped them both today, huh? Meow. We'll just say gee meow, my friends. Gee meow, my friends. All right. Well, we do have a lot to get to. We've got exactly 1 hour, not a second more. Let's hit it.
Yeah, fun.
Let's
do it.
Let's do it. We're going to start looking at the crypto market just a little temperature check. I have no clue how stuff's looking until right this moment, and we're looking pretty damn okay. Wow, people kind of optimistic about this, right? Leading up to the halving, Joe, do you recall your like excellent fucking informative session?
Yeah,
What did we do leading up to these sessions, or excuse me, up to the halvings? What did Bitcoin usually do?
We're not leading up anymore, Huda. We're
Well,
here. It's here. So what happens here? We go up, baby. There's a few months of going up, and it's smooth sailings. We're probably gonna hit all-time highs if history has anything to say about it. And I think, what was it? Something to the effect of like 4 to 6 months. Usually there's some crashing or leveling off as well. So that seems to be the pattern.
Okay. So by the way, I think we do have 32 halvings total.
Okay.
So
4.5 hours, man. It looks like we're going to make 420, right? UTC at least.
Let's pull that up. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the mempool. 4 hours, 29 minutes, 27 blocks remaining. Oh, the official countdown.
Yeah, such a bummer we missed 420. I mean, it's 420 somewhere. So
no, it's got to be UTC, right? That's what matters.
That's real. Okay, yeah. Okay, well then that's perfect. I'm glad we're making it officially on 420. It's even more poetic. Man, that's fucking awesome. What a cool ass day, man. How are people in your guys' parts, your communities, your neck of the woods? How are people talking about what's happening today? Like, does it affect their trading, and does it affect their day-to-day right now, or are people just kind of enjoying what's going on?
Yeah, I just got off like a meeting with some friends, and it was literally everybody that jumped in the voice was like, "Who's doing runes? Who's like who's gonna be active?" And it's like either the people that are just cheering on, or the people that are gonna be in the fray. Either or, good vibes on both ends.
That's fucking awesome.
Which is what I love.
Yep, that's it. We need the vibes, especially on a Friday. The vibes are required. So that's fucking awesome to hear.
What about Joe?
Yeah, Joe.
Are you in a rush, Huda?
Well, no, I'm going to start tweeting out. You guys go ahead and riff away on what's happening there.
I asked my wife how she felt about the halving, if we had any special anything. She told me I should take out the garbage and shut the fuck up. My best friend gave him a call. He said he doesn't know what I'm talking about, and he's going back to work. He has to sell a house. I went up to a bunch of teenagers at the local high school asking them if they were celebrating the halving, and they told me to get lost, old man. So in my neck of the woods, not much going on as far as people celebrating the halving.
In my neck of the woods, it seems to be a thing. So I think the Kongs are ready for halving. Couldn't get here fast enough, but yeah, man, we're waiting. Literally today has been, like, I say slow. I was kind of looking forward to this just to take my mind off of it. It's just like, wish it would get here already.
So your neck of the woods, it's because Kongs are such super freaking degens, right? Like they're eating this up. I guarantee, right?
Well, that, and like we're going for an early rune, so it's almost like this is the fucking Super Bowl, baby.
How do you feel about your chances?
Feel like, I mean, in a world where you just don't know, I feel like at least we can walk away from it, and I don't think anybody will be able to say, I mean, unless it's just unbelievable, like unless we look at like just some unrealistic apocalyptic like numbers, I think people will be like, nah, they took a real shot.
Let me ask you this. Let's say, and I doubt that any of this is actually possible, but let's say the 0.1 Bitcoin that you donated to, was it Leonidas? Let's say that you find out that they get into the halving block by just a 0.1 amount of Bitcoin and you miss out. How does that affect you personally?
Not at all, because number one, we had already committed what we were committing before Leonidas, so that was just like a thing.
You donated to him. We
donated. Yeah, it wasn't part of our plan. But the expectations on my end were that like he's gonna be before us anyway. I think it would have been like, to even think that we have a shot up against Leonidas was never even a consideration, if I'm being totally honest. It was like, man, this is like, we have a whole ecosystem. This is his thing, right? Like, this is his thing. So I would expect and would hope, especially for Runestones holders, that he does make it in before us. And if we happen to pull some fucking rabbit out of a hat, Cool, but no, dude's got tricks up his sleeve. There's literally no way that he's gunning for anything other than gold.
Well, at this point, he's got 3 Bitcoin. I think I saw that that's what they're up to. So he's got 3 Bitcoin to work with. I'm not sure he's got much more than that. You know,
there's no way, man. There's no way.
I think there's a way. Okay. Okay. Don't want to FUD our bags again like yesterday, but he does not have a great reputation out there. He just doesn't. He's kind of Leonidas, and I got bags of runestones. I don't want to see them, hurting at all. But he has a reputation as a kind of grifter, influencer, not team player kind of thing. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't have, the Bitcoin on standby. Otherwise, why would he ask for donations? Maybe he's a little more like the Joker. He's a man without a plan.
Okay, so I think there's like 2 scenarios I've played out in my head. I don't love where either of them end up, because I'm like, scenario 1 is that he is ready and that this is just a marketing stunt. And that this is like to throw people off of his trail, right? That's scenario 1. Mm-hmm. In that scenario, what I don't like about it is like, yes, he can use that to up his ante, but it's kind of weird. Oh,
that was not, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm interacting with Trippy here.
Like it would be a weird marketing stunt for that to be like, hey, I'm going to have you looking here because I'm doing something over here. That's scenario 1. And I think there's a chance that happens. Scenario 2 is that he actually is raising to go for that high rune. In that scenario, I would find it, or early rune. In that scenario, I would find it really bizarre that his plan the whole time was to crowdsource 2 days before. I don't think there's any way that that's happening, which makes me wonder what's the point of that?
Yeah, I don't think he had a plan. I just think he did. I think a lot of people, and I would put myself in this camp too, didn't think provenance would matter that much. Also, keep in mind that as far as everybody knew, up until, just a day or 2 ago, everybody assumed that those first 10 rune spots were already going to be etched or coded by Casey. So that was news, even though people were hoping there would be some free spots. Nobody was planning around that because I think they thought Casey would lock it in. That's all he had said from the get-go. He did not trust the community with that responsibility. So he said, nah, I got these. You guys do better. He may legitimately have not been prepared for it.
I can't believe that. I mean, he just did a raise of 2 million, not for this, of course, but like if he did as a runestone holder, I would consider that to be a major fumble. Like that, it just, there's no equation where that makes sense to me. And if that ultimately is what happens, I think that would be, I think it'd be weird. Yeah. Like that 2 days before is when you decided to crowdsource from your holders to hope that you get a better position versus like, nah, man, I'm going to come in with my dick swinging.
Yep. Well, it feels desperate. Tail end. It's like, oh shit, there's other people that are now going to gun for it. We will look bad if we don't. And by the way, we don't have the money to compete. It just smells like that to me, man.
No.
I hope you're right. I like your scenario better, a lot better.
Someone was just asking, can you guys explain who Casey is?
Yeah, actually, yes. That's a really good question. Do you know who dropped that question?
It was Edge.
Edge, yeah.
Edge. Oh, our edging friend. Casey Rodamore is the gentleman who created the ordinals protocol. So, like, when Bitcoin NFTs became a thing, it was because he invented it. So he came up with a protocol that lets you inscribe and make these sats. You basically tag on them something that makes them non-fungible. That was Casey. Casey also invented the RUNES protocol here. He saw the BRC20s that were out there already. He's like, they work, but they're pretty clunky. He's like, we can do better. So he came up with the RUNES protocol. He got that all wrapped up and had a plan for that to go live at the date of the halving. And here we are. So Casey's the man who's basically changing the face of Bitcoin.
Yeah, it was almost
pretty impressive.
Because when initially Bitcoin was seen as almost just like a currency, right? And Ethereum was the sort of was the smart contract that you kind of store things into. But it does seem as if Casey's the person that started to make it possible for Bitcoin to be more non-fungible, similarly to what ETH was doing. So it's almost making Bitcoin have more versatility.
Yeah, it's changed everything, like how people think of Bitcoin, but not like us, not even people who just hold Bitcoin and NFT people, but the traditional, the world of finance. Seeing, we talked about this a little yesterday, but seeing like Fidelity or Franklin Templeton like having ordinals explained on their websites and in their like brochures and their info kind of like newsletters that go out to their customers. They're talking about ordinals and they're saying it's good for Bitcoin. He changed it. Literally, that one dude just changed the future of Bitcoin. It's pretty fucking cool. Well, I'll say this, and then we'll move to, I guess, some topics before we get deeper into this. But funny thing is, Satoshi had planned for Bitcoin to kind of do this stuff from the get-go, right? Like, I think one of the first transactions he ever made was
when he was
an
in
image,
Japan.
right? So
When he was in Japan, he that's what he did. So.
it's like where we say the founding fathers of the United States, like they saw into the future, they had a vision, they knew what they were doing.
Except Satoshi was from Japan. Yeah, agreed.
Well,
Good
yeah,
technology.
but just understanding where tech knowing where tech was going to go and what was needed. And
Can we just
have
take
that
maybe
foresight.
30 seconds to a minute in silence to just kind of give Japan the due respect that it deserves? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, all silent. Fine.
Blow the horn for them.
Do we give them Mount Gox too? Maybe no.
That was something. Okay, again, got to get to NFTs, more Bitcoin stuff, more ordinals, and more runes, maybe even a little BRC20s. Man, I always want us to get into some current events.
Yeah.
Do you guys would you guys be okay if we talk about a little spicy topic, kind of fucked up topic?
As long as it's not
Let's do
politics.
Man, it is politics. It's literally politics. There's a dude. By now you guys probably saw it, but there's a dude for now like the second time in like 2 months set himself on fire in front of like the Trump hearing.
Wait. A dude set himself on fire for the second time in 2 months?
It came out really stupidly. For the second time, random person set himself on fire.
Okay.
The first
random
person was
people.
like was the
Wow.
first person active duty or veteran soldier?
Air Force guy.
Air Force guy.
Damn, dude.
I did see this one. This guy outside of the Trump trial.
Self-immolation,
Yeah, it's a cool,
aka
it's a cool word.
sati.
By the way, that dude took it for a while. Kneeled down. Like
Which guy? The first guy or the second guy?
The second guy.
they both did.
Well,
I'll be
yeah.
honest with you. I
first
mean,
guy
I don't
died.
know.
First guy took it like a champ.
The first guy died.
So did the
They
second
both
guy.
died.
They both died.
Yeah, it's very hard to survive that.
It's you can see it online. It's unbelievable.
Oh, you see his skin falling off him.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, man.
There just is nothing. There's nothing that happens in this country or anywhere that makes me feel like that I care enough about any of it to do that.
Absolutely.
I mean, Joe, it's one thing to show up and like in support of something, right? It's another thing to.
Can you
douse some
imagine
gasoline.
if the first person did survive and he went out and did it a second time? Now that would be a fucking story.
You only do it once.
You only do it once.
You
Doesn't
only
have the
do it
same
once.
impact afterwards. Everyone's like, ah, man.
It's like putting a fork in an electrical outlet. Like
No, you know what, Henry, I agree with you that people are taking everything way too far. Like, I'm not putting stickers. I don't talk about it with people. Like, other than a show, I don't really like to fuck around too much. Like, let's just be cool. Like, let's just let people do what they want to do, believe in what they want to believe, and like, just shut the fuck up about it. But like, it's just so crazy right now. And people believe so many different things so strongly that they're willing to light themselves on fire and kill themselves for this sort of stuff.
Also, he kind of ragged on crypto, and I don't really support that.
Ouch, bro.
In his manifesto, he goes a little ape shit.
How long is the manifesto?
Don't know the whole thing.
Probably aped into a shit coin.
He could have been a Solana.
Lost his ass with a shit
Was
coin.
he a Cardano holder?
He thinks there's this giant conspiracy behind the scenes of banks, influential people, that basically crypto has been used as a form of laundering from them, and that ultimately they're going to crash it, to crash the market, to bring the stock market down 50%. And
I actually
it's
believe
just
that.
Of course you do, dude.
Dude, I say all the time I'm worried that they're doing something with crypto to like just absolutely crush the economy. Like purposeful, like BlackRock involved. Who's the fucking asshole who recently is saying that crypto's a Ponzi, even though Bitcoin's
every single person that is not us, probably.
But the JP Morgan dude who's heavily invested in it too through BlackRock came out and said Bitcoin's a Ponzi. It's fucking, you know. Tickle pointed out that Sense, I think, was rocking. Dude, I totally forget what it was at. Is 0.007 up?
They're just in my bag. I'm not even paying attention to them.
Dude, Sense for me is a long-term hold and like a very, very nice one, in my opinion.
Look at those. Imagine telling your kids about them.
That was it. Yep.
We've got these pennies.
It's got a cool story. Anyways, I mean, again, current event, big news. You know, stuff just feels very unsettled out there, of course, even with the Israel-Iran stuff, which had that little escalation yesterday. We don't know if that's the end of it. I feel like it's not.
Well, did the guy say that after he burned himself, he did it in front of the courthouse for the Trump trial?
Yeah.
May I just say that after the guy did it, he didn't say anything.
Fair.
Yeah, thanks.
I liked how he tossed the brochures up towards the
Just
tail
wanted
end.
to clarify.
That was
Yeah,
it was
okay.
a good move. And by the way, not really making light of it, maybe a little, but like
Yeah. Don't you think there should have been more people there that could handle that type of situation in such kind of like a
Stop.
heavily
Get help.
populated?
Somebody douses gasoline on themselves and lights it on fire. There isn't just like a crew on standby everywhere to extinguish people spontaneously combusting. It's
I
kind
don't
of
know, dude. I would think that if there would, I agree with you, but if there
drop
was
and roll
going
is not going to work.
if there
No.
was going to be one, wouldn't there be one outside of the courthouse of a Trump trial where chaos is
That's
known
fair.
to follow?
they got there within like 30 seconds a minute, maybe.
yeah, like
I'm
no
sure they
time,
will
man.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's do a little NFT talk here. We usually start here by looking at the value of the market using the forecast 500 index. Down again, man. It's just been down like every day. Every fucking day. Now I looked at the weekly view this morning and it was bad, guys. This is like, 6 weeks ago when we were kind of at a these declines we only saw, a 7-day period. We only saw like during like the FTX collapse, stuff like that. It's a lot to lose in a week period. So NFT market not really looking good. I will say this doesn't factor in the ordinals ecosystem, which in my opinion is looking fucking phenomenal. Who called that, by the way? Who said this next run it's going to be massive, but it's going to be on Bitcoin?
Is it fair to say that looking at that chart, like it's kind of irrelevant from the standpoint, like it doesn't include the hottest sector of the market.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
We said
it's
that
kind of
last
weird to look at it and say it's any reflection of the market when it's a reflection of mainnet, some other chains, right?
I'll tell you what, yeah, I'd say that's partially true. Most of those Bitcoin collections wouldn't qualify for this anyways. A collection has because we want to measure like the core fundamental assets, and they have to be at least 6 months old to qualify for that. So some of them would count. In another 6 months, I would agree even stronger with your take there. Like Bitcoin does have to get folded in here. But for now, if we're going to measure the health of the market, we don't care about the new projects that pop up that people are flipping. We care about the CryptoPunks, the Bored Apes. Like those to me measure the real health of the market. What are they valued at?
Well, I just want to do an example though. It's kind of like if there was like a graph of like popular sneakers, right? And then like out of nowhere, this new sneaker company came out and is just fucking killing and it's going bananas, and then you're not covering it. You know what I mean? Like you have to cover it, right?
Well,
like, it's
okay.
the biggest thing there is.
That's also again not a bad point in a market that like you have real tangible vetted things coming out.
Right.
Whereas this space, we know it's 99% scams or just fluff. Stuff like ink, right? Like it's like stuff that people are just cycling their money in and out. They're not a good measure for like the real part, the substance.
Looks like I can't change your mind on this one, Huda.
No,
But,
this one took convincing of me. Like I didn't buy into that at first too. I'm like, but if people are buying it, it matters. But then again, when I realized that it's a tool to measure something different than what I was thinking at first.
But we're also talking about like Bitcoin ordinals. You know what I mean? Like we're not talking about some random place that came about.
It's looking at the Dow Jones and
Yes.
nothing more. It's not looking at the NASDAQ. It's not looking at anything other than the Dow Jones.
Picture that,
some hand-selected projects.
S&P, it's exactly the S&P 500, which also has a criteria, to be counted in that. So, very much that. It is the S&P 500 of NFTs.
So it's like saying like S&P is down, but the Dow Jones or NASDAQ is up significantly.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Okay,
That's
cool.
exactly. And like the S&P, again, I'm not an adult. I didn't understand its point, but it is to be like this proxy, a general measure for like the overall market. Guys, I'm curious about this. Price expectations for Bitcoin 1 hour after the halving.
Interesting.
I think it's sideways here for a bit.
Well, consider also that like transaction volume is gonna be fucking through the roof. So
God. Yeah.
I mean, I would assume that's gonna make it be more expensive, right? At least like for the short term, like you said, Huda.
I think longer than short term too. I know a lot of people are saying, a week, a couple of weeks. I still
How
think
long will
that
it sustain?
it could be longer. So actually, I'm going to jump ahead, but so I think Casey wrote his first rune, which is called Uncommon Goods. So the way you can anybody can get this token, by the way, right? The very first rune, anybody can get. You can get 1 token in 1 transaction, and you can do this for 4 years. As many transactions as you want to send, this is how you will mine the token. But again, 1 token at a time. I think there's some whales out there. Maybe they're even going to skip this first busy period, but as soon as it clears up, they're just going to have this on autopilot and just keep minting and minting and minting and minting for 4 years straight until the next halving hits, and then all of a sudden, boom, supplies done, cut off.
What's the tokenomics of that?
I'm
curious
think
if it's been released or...
Say that again, Biggie, right at the end.
Yeah, like what's the tokenomics of that? The distribution at the end of those 4 years, total distribution. Like, is there a total estimated amount?
There's no max supply. It's just
Linear?
however many are minted. I think that's it. So there's no real price expectations on it until 4 years later when the supply is out there in whoever's hand, and then the market decides, what it's ultimately going to be worth then.
Right.
It's a cool way to get the very first rune out there. If we're all valuing that provenance, the very first rune, it's cool. It's free and fair to everybody. And then
Total
also
supply,
afterwards, what is it?
I just read an article. Sorry. Total supply estimated to be about 105 million.
How is that possible?
Okay, so this says the total mintable amount of uncommon goods is set in the code as unlimited, to your point, with a time frame between 2 Bitcoin halving blocks approximately every 4 years. Given the characteristics of the Bitcoin blockchain, its total supply can be estimated, and then it just gets into how many transactions can be happening, and if each block contains 500 transactions minting uncommon goods, here's the estimated supply.
That's super cool. I like that somebody did that. Yeah, that's
Thank
awesome.
you for doing the math, and thank you for that, Henry.
And if somebody was doing 1,000 transactions per block, that'd be double. You'd be at like 210 million.
So yeah, man, that the block size is valuable, and just picture there are people who are going to be wanting to control a good chunk of that supply, and so this is where I say there's just going to be extra volume, extra busyness in the mempool from now for the next 4 years, just because of that token. Yeah. Now with that
imagine
said,
that. Like
it's weird,
4
right?
years of farming a token it's insane.
And do you believe there's people who would do that?
Yeah, like why not?
And it's going to take a whale, but we know there's plenty of those. Now this is pretty cool because Casey is now teased that he's got his second rune. So I do think one of the other 9, or excuse me, one of the other 10 are figured out. Assuming he's going to put this in the first 10. So he took his inscription number 0, so the first ever ordinal, first ever inscription, and that is the parent of already one other child inscription, right? So those are tied together. This is now the second child inscription. Oh, actually, this might be the third, actually. A couple days ago, he inscribed fun as a child inscription on inscription number 0. Now he has just inscribed this character, and that's probably very... Oh, you can see it here, actually. That character, whatever that is
Looks like the coin.
in that inscription, we'll actually go on it, but he did say something about runes. This is I love that it's just like this public on-chain explorer. I think it's so fucking cool. Yeah, where did he put his little flavor text here? But there you see it. The parent is the first ever ordinal, the first ever inscription. How much do you think that thing is worth, man? Like, we've seen some stuff, some very early... Oh, okay, remember that inscription number 7, that, like, psychedelic badger? What did that thing go for? I want to say $1 million plus. If anybody remembers that badger that sold at Christie's.
I don't recall.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm not going to look for his text here because it's right on the tweet before, so... Okay, anyway, so what he did, he said, watch because he might etch a rune tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I'm a dumbass. He didn't etch, that's not on his inscription. He just said that. So so if he's minting or etching a rune tomorrow, which is today, I'm assuming he's putting this in the first batch. So there we go. Probably going to get 2 runes out of Casey today. That means 8 are up for grabs. Cyberkong's number 3, I hope. How spicy.
Top 10 would be literally, I'm just saying, like, top 10 would be incredible.
Yeah. I do think R6 is going to get one. I do. Now I wonder too if Casey's like doing a bro favor and he's reserving some for people too, like if he's hard coding something for other people. But R6 has done well. He said he's not. It's a fair game for anyone.
Well, he said that 1 through 9 were going to be up for grabs the other day.
Okay.
So,
all right, then it's a free for all. Totally,
it's a free for all.
Wow.
Also, you know, I was talking to a miner who brought up, like, it would be, especially for a block with this many eyes on it, it would be very, what's the word? Like, it wouldn't be very Bitcoiny ordinally to have people making like backdoor deals. Like, it just, it wouldn't look good. So, like, let it be for the community. Otherwise, you might get a significant amount of FUD.
Yep. That's a good point. So you guys teased a little something. I'm assuming I counted the characters. That's the name, right? You're teasing the name of your rune a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
1, 2, 3.
Looks
4.
like.
Yeah, 13 characters. So on Bitcoin, these runes, their ticker is 13 characters long.
13 to 26, actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you can go longer.
Oh my god, man! Think of the crazy stuff people are going to inscribe. Like, we saw some crazy shit over on Solana. Just imagine the craziness we'll see over here.
Yeah. Should be. Oh man, should be really.
Give us a hint. Give us a hint, Henry.
Do you know the name of it?
No, I do. Yeah, I do.
Huh.
I'm not giving any hints because there's a game to all of this. So if somebody wants to be a jerk and try to like snipe ours and try to front run, then like I'd be ruining stuff.
If you etch a rune, is that name off limits, like where nobody can use it, or can there be dupe names?
Nope. It's off
Really?
limits. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
It's like domain squatting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's again, that clicks. That like hits a little different. That's cool. Oh, what's up?
Further on
Good to see you,
needs
brother.
to. It's Wall Street Kong math right there from Further On.
Jesus, further on. Hang on. 1, 2,
Epstein
3, 4,
didn't
5,
do
6.
it.
Yes,
Lemon. Do you know my friend Marty? That's such a Marty thing to
1,
do.
2, 3. I'm not going to sit here and count all these, but yeah. Tell if you guys were inscribing, let us know what you would be inscribing. What is the perfect coin name? There's still time to change Henry's mind. I think maybe there's still time. Give him a fire fucking idea.
No,
dude. What if you get no? What if somebody drops like the coolest fucking name and you like literally never considered, and you're like, oh my god, why didn't we think of that? No chance.
0.
Is it too late in the process, or you're just so confident in this name?
It's just it's go time.
It's go time. All right.
It's go time.
I feel
we're
like
not taking suggestions.
Wow.
Yeah. It's too late. Yeah, it's too late in the process.
I mean, anything is possible except this right now, right?
Yeah, for real.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, for real.
RSIC, they did a little tease today. It's not even a tease. They full on. I mean, I think that's announcing it. But RSIC's going to have a season 2, so I assume this would happen right as soon as we saw that Runestone was going to let you get. You were going to get 3 tokens out of it. Well, then it made sense that RSIC would just kind of copy that if they weren't already planning to do that. But those RSICs, if you were expecting them to dump right after halving because they got the rune, there's no use for it. There is now, and they can go season after season. There's no end to this, and so yeah.
Keep in mind this idea that everything should be dumping is weird because like all that's happening at halving is that the protocol goes live. That doesn't mean snapshots have happened. That doesn't mean that even if they pre-mined their runes, that they're going to drop them right away. So, like the idea that like, post-halving everything just goes. It's just people that I think don't fully understand.
Yeah.
it's hard to
how it works.
understand. It's hard to understand. I mean, because it's never
Okay.
happened for you.
Let's go like this. Here's what happens.
I mean, don't be
You
such a
go
dick
to
everybody, dude.
yeah, you go to etch your rune, right? That's what runes are going to do. They're going to be. It's like
Etching is creating, correct?
etching is like the rune version of inscribing. So
When-
you're etching.
I thought it was like minting.
Well, let's say like this. So when you look at the data on like Ordi or somewhere, you'll see it'll actually say like etching, and it'll be like, okay, I'm making this up. It'll have the block. This is why provenance matters. It'll have like block 840,000, and then it'll index which number you are. 840,000:1 or 0 for Casey, and then 1, and then 2. But underneath that, it'll have etching, and it'll have like etching 1 or etching 2. So that is the inscription process. It's etching. And so what's happening is anybody who is going
like when you're etching your colon, is it usually like
What the
itchy or dirty?
So
what?
So when you're etching, if you're etching your rune, you are actually pre-submitting the data of what this rune is, the supply, etc. But you can pre-mine that. Okay, so you can pre-mine how many runes you're going to have, but that doesn't mean that you're distributing those runes. It just means like you're getting your transaction in, you're getting your, let's say, allocation for this rune, but there's nothing to say that RSIC is not going to start. Isn't going to snapshot for a month or 2 weeks or a week unless they've announced differently. But I think what's happening right now is people are just getting their place. They're like, no, we're locking in our provenance, but when we actually give you the token is undetermined with, I think, a lot of people. But you can't try to go for provenance tomorrow. You have to go for provenance tonight. So it's like, hey, we're solidifying where we're at in the ranking, but as far as when those tokens drop is a whole other conversation.
Is it considered fungible or non-fungible?
These are fungible.
No, someone asked. I'm just don't eat. Don't.
Oh,
get
sorry.
Yeah, you
these
said
are
it's snotty to me, but you actually were saying it's snotty to someone in the audience. So you got to be
I
careful.
did say that kind of snotty to you, Joe. Sorry.
Mhm.
Are
That was
Promethean
awesome.
holders also expecting to inscribe Nana's airdrop?
Huh.
Maybe you could just reword it. I don't quite follow if you're asking if there's a banana airdrop.
Probably.
Promethean holder. Maybe because there is a banana inscribed in the in the first parent inscription, right?
Grandparent is inscribed. Okay, so we have grandparent, which is the 3D banana. We have parent, which is the Promethean behind Biggie P. And then we have the children, which are ultimately, what people have received on the 17th. The inscription for the etching will be off of the parent, meaning it'll be off the Promethean.
Yeah, and I love Bitcoin. I love it. I love
fun,
how,
man.
dude, it's just so cool because we watched it be born and now all of a sudden evolve to where you can do these things. When ordinal started, JPEG. That is all you could have, JPEG. Maybe text. That was it. And they went from that to, the incursive stuff, then parent-child stuff. Like it is evolving very fast. And now these fungible token protocols, and then you got Quantum Cats who are trying to build out, the next level, the next layer of it, which it's fucking awesome to watch it and be a part of it.
Man.
When we were early in ETH NFTs, very similar,
It's
we're seeing the same thing unfold again. It's really fucking awesome. Guys, a quick reminder or a quick ask, make sure you share the room, share the show, get it out there. Actually, numbers are again beautiful. Yesterday was with our all-time high, like 1,100 live. Altogether, over 2,000 people tuned in, though. Super fucking cool. So thank you, guys.
Yeah.
What is in your head, by the way? Is that a lamp?
Yeah, it's this is me in a
He
way
had
just
to get a side gig, Joe.
I'm sorry.
To support his Bitcoin habit, he had to get a side gig.
Oh yeah.
So
This
he
is me
went into
supporting the
mining.
miners.
Huda. Can I just can I answer Yi's question about the 3D and to comment on what you said? Like, this is the most fun I think a lot of us have had since 21 or early 22. Like, it's back into those vibes of just like chaos and fun and straight up degen kind of stuff. We haven't had it for a bit. Like, things got really serious for a while. Projects trying to turn into brands, and it was just like, this is fun, dude. It's gritty fun. But the banana that we inscribed as the grandparent, And the grandparent is basically a parent. Okay, so you have parent-child. The grandparent allows you to be able to inscribe things in the future. Look at the grandparent as like the hub of the project from which multiple parents can come from. So in the future, if we decide to do something, that grandparent banana can have another parent that comes off of it, which could have other children that come off of it. So it allows everything to kind of all go back to the main hub, which is our banana. And from that, the family tree can be built out.
All right. So that
Fucking
grandparent's not monogamous. It can spawn many
keep
offspring.
doing it.
And
Keep
they
breeding.
bang, then the parents come from that, right? So it's just it's like a normal sexual relationship.
Right on. No limits.
Yeah. I don't know.
Always interesting turns here. I'm gonna keep on the rune news because it's just so damn relevant. Did you question? Good there?
Yeah.
I think we answered.
Yeah, solid shit. Good. I learned from that too. I love that.
Mhm.
There was some drama out here today with some of these bigger rune tokens. Hang on. There we go. So the wizard token. So I don't know the ins and outs of this, but I think the TLDR was the Bitcoin wizard team came out and said that basically they're keeping back part of the supply. And that never goes well, right? I can't remember how. I think the price of the wizard token dropped like 50%. And they walked it back entirely, right? There was such negative feedback to that. Now, Ants asked him, like he also didn't like the RSIC news here too, the fact that they were announcing a season 2. Although for the life of me, I can't figure out why people would not like that.
Why did they add a 45% tax? I like. Is that like a conventional tax, like you would think of with a coin? You trade it, 45% comes off the top, or do they just mean the team held 45%?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think they got diluted, no?
Yeah, here's Tyler puts it a little better here. So a 25% deduction for public sale, a 20% deduction for the project to invest and grow the community. Yeah, I don't understand.
Okay, I got you now. So they pre-mined and they're taking from that allocation 25% for a public sale, so people outside of the holders can get it, and then 20% for them to get a payday.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Well,
to invest and grow the community.
Okay, so because again you work in this space and you see that so much, is that really what that meant? That was like, well, we want some.
Well, you can't say, I mean, again, this is how you look at any token allocation that projects do, and they keep back a portion of it for their treasury. And it's always with this invest and grow the community. And I'm sure some of it is. I think if you follow the money, you would eventually see like, people were getting paid, but if they said, and 20% for our payday, people would be fudding that even harder to fud. Like, well, we're going to grow the ecosystem.
Yeah. By the way, for Stitch, real quick, he just asking if he gets into Kongs this weekend, is he too late? And I'm assuming he's talking. Are you talking snapshot for a Promethean to get the rune drop? And
if he is talking that, it's too late for the raffle. We already did that, and Prometheans have been dropped. It's not too late to get a Promethean. It's not too late to get into Kongs. But if you're trying to get in for the Promethean, the free airdrop happened.
But if you're trying to get into the actual rune that comes on the other side, you can grab some breaking into your office. No.
Did you see that?
Yes.
It's never too late to join, man, because like this is what it is to be in a community, is like you want to be there for the action. So don't fade joining just because you might have missed this one.
Yep. Now again, Wizards walked that whole thing back. Like the token is distributed as initially advertised, so they're
which
back
is what
in freaking business. I don't know. I don't know. Like you hold X and you get X amount. I don't know their plans.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I just wonder, like a lot of people wonder, is all supply going to, is all supply going to the rune or the pre-rune itself?
Okay. So we messed up and overshot our magic budget. Okay. We'll split resources between Wizard and Bitcoin Wizards pro rata. Okay. No public team fund. Okay. Again, I still don't know exactly what it means, but they're not keeping any off the top, and they're not holding any back from public. Which public? Does that mean they are having a public sale of this?
Yeah, that's how I would take that.
I never knew. I hadn't even considered that. Okay.
Like a public mint, whether it's free or whether they sell it. I guess I don't know. But yeah.
Okay. There was.
It's like once they have it, once they've pre-mined it, they can kind of do whatever, distribute equally, keep some for the team, keep some, for a public sale to bring more holders in. So, yeah, the options are there.
That's interesting, Frank. I mean, absolutely possible. Yeah. Nothing stops him from doing that. Okay, let me see if we had any other runes news, but we definitely had ordinals news. Some pretty fucking great ordinals news. So we've talked a few times about the battle of floor prices, and in that conversation, it is always Bitcoin puppets and it's node monkeys. And I've definitely said here before, I think Quantum Cats flips them all. And it's easy. It's just because the collection size is so small. It's 3,300. They've raised $8 million. They have the big influencers. To me, when they move, they can move fast. And
when they have that big audacious goal, right, that none of the others have, that North Star.
They're building something, right? Like we're going to do this, which is get OP.
That's what differentiates them to me from all of them.
Yep. Yeah, we had a magic moment earlier today where all three collections, unless this is photoshopped, which it could be, but apparently this morning all three of them all shared a 0.42 floor price. I think that's fake. Just
no, sir. 420. 420.
Oh shit! I'm an idiot. That is fake, isn't it?
Legends know.
But Udi out here tweeting all kinds of cool shit, dude. Like again. Him being bullish on his project makes me bullish on the project. It's like when Henry talks Kongs and it gets me more bullish on it, right? Like it's just easy to get excited about something that you can feel is quality, is different. But definitely Udi is holding back as far as what the cats do. I think there's a utility to the cats. He has tweeted hints about that, like you don't understand what it is you're holding. And so he's been encouraging people to delist. And so people have been delisting. And so the prophecy comes true. Quantum Cats have flipped the puppets, and they have flipped the node monkeys wherever they are. Quantum Cats are your top, I think. I'm going to go sort this way, but shrooms, what the fuck are these? Is this supply right here? No, I don't even know what these penguins are, but Quantum Cats are now number 6 overall. They could flip OMB here. They were almost 0.5 today, so Quantum Cats at some point were higher than OMB. Really fucking interesting, and I do believe one day we'll see them, if not at 1 beating shrooms, 2, maybe 3. But yeah, I see them beating out puppets and node monkeys, which I love, by the way.
It makes sense in so many ways because it's not just a cool PFP. It doesn't just have a cool artist behind it. It has a cool dev behind it. It's in a ton of ways like Kongs in the early days. Innovators pushing the tech. I think and a smaller collection, 3,300, 33 or something like that.
Yep.
Compared to 10K. Like if somebody's deciding Node Monkey, Quantum Cat, Puppet, the culture is different between all of them. But man, Quantum Cats, there's just it's like a Kong vibe, like a very early, no, these guys know what's up.
Tickle is Children of Fun like the name? Is that actually 13 characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 13 characters, isn't it? I'm just curious if he's going to name his rune. You want
to crack the code, Huda, so that Henry gets front run.
Well, it's just funny. No, so if Casey, because he minted fun, he inscribed fun, and if he then made children of that, the rune etched a rune collection called Children, or named it Children of Fun, I think is that it, Tickle? Okay, inscription equals the skull. Fun is the child of inscription. Yeah. Now, do you think the rune he's minting off of that will be called Children of Fun? For whatever reason, that sounds cool as fuck.
That would be kind of cool.
Me stop it? Come on, that's fucking awesome.
How does Draco not like that?
Yeah, maybe he's talking about something else, but I think that's cool. The photo of the collection, yeah. All right. I guess that's it for Ordinal talk. Anything else going on out there in the world of Ordinals, Runes, BRC20s? Like anything cool out there you're looking forward to? As we get, we get so close to that time. Let's peek at the the countdown again.
It's
But,
good. Sped up. We've sped up by
Yeah, that's cool.
I thought like 20, 30 minutes or so.
Or time's flying on our show.
It's weird because I thought it was
Yeah.
this morning. I thought it was around 9:30 Eastern. Now I feel like it's closer to like 9. So either way, either way, it's.
Does anything
the-
crazy happen at the halving? Like, is there some sort of like signal? Like, does like the power go out or anything wild like that happen?
Joe? Do
Like
you remember?
Y2K?
Well, do you guys remember when the merge happened on Ethereum? And I was at my computer. I
Right.
got up extra early for it. And I minted something because I wanted like a timestamp, almost like a POAP or something. I wonder if there's people. It's gonna be too expensive, but I wonder if people are like they want to be there and they want to get some kind of like something through the mempool, something to commemorate the event.
I
wonder.
think it's going to be hard. I don't.
What are
think
you
miners
hearing
are-
for fees? Like, what do you think that looks like in like US dollar value to get a transaction through? Because I know you're thinking through all this stuff because of what you guys are trying to do.
I think it depends. I think if you're trying to make the block, you're definitely paying, I would assume, thousands. And if you're trying to go early, you're obviously paying hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. Good.
Do people go into the millions? I don't know. It'd be bonkers, but like literally, that's what's so crazy about this gamemanship of it is like you just don't know. You got to draw the line somewhere, but like you just have absolutely no idea. And the sats per VByte that you're thinking of are just numbers like you just don't see. Like the mempool right now is what 64. Think of the most insane gas war we've ever seen ever on Ethereum, and I think that is going to be what we experience. Where we're just
Wow.
going to look at fees. I think it's going to be
It's like
bigger than anything we've ever seen. We're going to be like, holy crap, that's what somebody paid to send that transaction through. We've never seen anything like it. That's my prediction.
Oh wow.
So it's like other side on steroids.
Right.
Like how much got burned in other side, or I say burned, but like how much ETH was spent in transaction fees?
Millions.
Like, millions.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
this. We should probably postulate.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. I think that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
But tell us the data from the other side, Huda.
Before we go, can you tell me what postulate means?
Contemplate
Got it.
I love
Thank you.
as a goal.
Let's go.
Right.
I freaking love Biggie. He's a smart fucker. Like, man. What is it you were looking for, Biggie?
Oh no,
Other
just
side,
like the amount of fees that were spent, or like Henry said,
It was
each
like
burned
100
for-
mil. It was something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
157 mil
Yeah.
burned.
So would you say it's like a
Insane.
5x from here, Henry?
Seeing that number, you know what? Seeing that number, I don't know that we would hit that. I don't know. But also it's a very different thing. We're trying to compress everything into one block, right? So I feel like we're looking at a timestamp that's just totally different than the other side. Because how long did other side go on for? Like how long was that mint?
Yeah,
That was
that's a good
long,
point.
man. They had some really crazy dynamics with that thing. Do you remember like going onto a little train and shit like that? And like fucking, it was amazing.
But like we could also say like we're not looking for just the first block. We're looking for like the first day of fees, with in the Bitcoin halving,
Mhm.
right? And
No, I think we're looking for the first block.
okay.
First block. That's the money block. That's the block. that
Oh,
everyone-
okay.
Oh, okay, I
didn't
got
know
it.
we
It's
were
that
limited
and
to a
comparing that
block.
right to other side mint. That's the comparison. Okay.
I think other side would
It's
beat it.
comparison- It's comparing a gas war of all gas wars is what it is.
In like a 9-minute period potentially.
And is part of that because it's the 100K supply or whatever on the other deeds versus how many transactions in theory could you fit?
I think maybe like 2,500 or so, like give or take. I
Yeah.
think there's some complexities to that, like how much data is being sent, etc. But my guess would, again, just making this up, but I bet that block is going to have, I guess I'm going to say probably $15 to $20 million in fees.
I wish we could
That's
just,
going to be my.
I wish we could just do like the boxing, like the crypto boxing match with all the people trying to get in, and whoever wins gets the first block,
Speaking of which,
second, third, fourth. You know what I mean?
Miners are going to be eaten tonight, man.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are going to be eaten tonight.
I'm happy.
Can't
for them.
imagine. What do you think's going through their head right now?
The miners.
Make sure everything's up and running.
Power outage.
Are they worried, stressed? Are they upset that their rewards are cut in half, or do you think at this point it's just they're celebrating?
I think they're celebrating.
Yeah. I think they know it, and I think it's just more bullish for the ecosystem in general, right? Less supply is being churned out.
I mean, they're not happy that their the rewards are being halved, right? Like that
Right.
they're not happy.
Somebody said, it's funny what Lemon wrote. Like somebody said, I'm not a dev, but like that, sometimes you get 2 blocks that effectively, I don't know if they get mined at the same time. It can happen where like it'd be really funny if that does happen, and ultimately everybody that thinks they're going for block 840 is going for 840.001. That would actually be tragic.
Dude,
in
it
many
was
ways.
so close.
It wouldn't shock me that a bunch of people from the Web3 communities had no idea what the fuck they were talking about, and it just goes forward and it has something completely different happens. You know what I mean? It would not shock me.
By the
It'd be
way,
very
I
likely.
want to say thank you to everybody watching again. We're 575 watching just about.
Nice.
Which is,
We should
again,
apologize
to who?
like to the people that are suffering through this.
Through hey, this is all right. I
This
like
is
it.
the greatest show.
I hope.
They're hanging out.
Oh
with
yeah, I
us,
forgot to
right?
do the intro. Welcome to Inside NFTs, the greatest show in all of NFTs and Web3 and any other topic. Period.
There you go.
That's the show.
There it is.
Anyway, but no, again, like really, we are really appreciating the support, guys. We have 5 minutes left. I say we hit some bullish, bearish because there are some cool topics out there. What do you
Ooh.
think?
Let's
Sure.
do it.
And do if you got final thoughts on just what's happening, predictions, all that stuff. But I'd love to hear any final thoughts on that shit. Good. Good.
Thought no, I was zoned out for half of that shit. I didn't know what.
That's
the fuck
okay.
was going
Yeah,
on.
don't worry. All right, I'm
I
loading
am
up
very
bullish
much at
bearish.
peace,
So
and we'll be cheering everybody on.
okay.
Yeah, I hope we all make money. That's what I hope.
Pray for the Kongs. Pray for the Kongs tonight.
Do the Kongs have a prayer? They should. If you don't, dude.
It ends in Umen, but it could be anything that can, precede it. Okay,
Yeah.
so, tonight around midnight UTC, we want you to just send a little up into the air for the great cyberkongs.
For you
and hope.
degens who can't
good for all of
time
us.
convert, it's 8 o'clock Eastern time, just about. I think that's right. I think so.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll see. All right,
Yeah.
almost ready. Got one more to load up here. Got a good one actually too. I can't wait for this.
Mm.
All right, we're ready. All right, so here's how it's gonna work, guys. We will go around the circle. We will go. Let me see what order we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do this layout. It'll go Henry, Joe, Biggie, and then me. No, let's keep it in order just to keep it easy. Henry, Joe, me, and then Biggie. Okay, that's our order. Okay, bullish, bearish on these goddamn meta hero people saying meta hero is gonna be a household name one day. Yes, when they're in prison.
Bearish.
Pixel Vault meta heroes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bearish.
Bearish.
fucking bearish, dude.
I love how first one everybody went out of order.
Go away.
Just-
I was in order. Well, I mean, I guess I wasn't, but yeah, bearish.
yeah. Make sure you guys are sending us too. Bullish, bearish too. You guys participate here.
Mhm.
Bearish.
Okay.
Yeah, they will be a household name because they'll be in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. The CryptoPunks free to claim book again. Now we got a preview of it, but still, does that change your mind? Bullish, bearish on the CryptoPunks $100 free to claim book. Henry.
Bearish.
Bearish.
Yep. Bearish.
IDJF.
We'll take that as bearish.
Okay.
Okay.
Draco's bullish. Draco, you're
Draco,
bullish
you
on a
mother-
book called Free to Claim that you pay for?
It's fine. Draco,
Okay, that's fine.
It's all good. We still love you.
I like Draco. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, dude, Draco's fucking. I would love to get him up here sometime. Okay, Magic Eden integrating base NFTs in 6 days. Bullish, bearish on. Let's just say base NFTs.
Oh,
Ooh.
Look at this too, by the way. A base punk bought for 13 ETH today.
Lord.
bullish.
I could not be more bearish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bullish.
Bullish.
Yep. You guys got the right takes out there, that's for sure. Okay. Doodles. Something with Fluff World. Space Mission S1 Discovery unlocked. Blah, 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 blah. Bullish, bearish on Doodles. Fuck.
I don't even know anymore. I don't know anymore.
It's man.
Bullish
Oh, you're being
for
nice.
them.
No, that
Yeah,
that
be
already just the way you said bullish as the question, like it doesn't count. That's bearish, sir.
Luff D's
Okay.
nuts.
That's fair.
Joe, bullish bearish on this fucking cotton candy shitstorm.
That was the worst setup I've ever heard of anything.
I can't make sense of even the words they use and what they're like. It is literally just fucking word vomit.
All right, word
I'm
vomit.
gonna walk into my kid's kindergarten class one day or grandkids and see some doodle shit on
probably will.
on the walls and be like, I guess they're here too.
All right, thanks. I'm gonna go bullish.
Okay. Bearish.
Bullish.
Bullish, Biggie, Pop.
Bullish, yes. The future verse. Keep fading it, fam.
Yeah.
Bullish on Fluff World, by the way.
Oh, okay, dude. Okay, I didn't know that. Hearing that makes
Yeah,
me
for
think.
me, it's that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's like because of that.
All right.
Yeah.
I dig it. Okay. There's a DAO that bought the rights to the dog that is part of the Dogecoin meme. They own the rights to that image now, that dog. We've seen now twice. We saw the drunk guy girl meme just yesterday. We talked about that. A couple of weeks ago, we saw the dog with hat meme get sold for $4 million. So this might be the next one.
No, please
So now
don't.
somebody owns the Dogecoin dog.
Of course they could.
Bullish, bearish on memes as NFTs.
Bullish.
bullish. It's a giant NFT.
Okay.
Bearish.
Okay. I'm gonna say bullish, and then Biggie, do yours again.
Bullish.
Bullish. Okay.
Memes. Bullish.
Do you have more? Do you have more? Do you have more? Can I?
That was it.
Oh, good. Let's finish
Wait,
it.
that's it?
That was it for bullish, bearish.
No. Okay, can I just throw one in there?
Absolutely.
But
Me
I don't
too.
know where you'd find it. Bullish or bearish on buying goats with cryptocurrency?
Oh my God, dude. Yes, I'm so sorry. I have that actually.
What? What
Yeah.
are you saying?
Okay.
I don't even know
wait.
anymore, Biggie. I don't even know anymore, bro. I don't
Did
know.
you get yourself a goat?
We can't get into this
You're gonna
now.
show up
No,
tomorrow
we
in
have
the
to.
morning with a goat?
We
Oh my
are.
God.
Into it now.
That's
We're
hilarious.
doing it.
That's
Bullish,
awesome.
bearish on buying a goat for Ron.
Bullish. Fuck yes, bullish. Damn.
I'm gonna say bullish. I don't know. I don't know. Bullish.
hmm That is the right answer.
It's believe it or not, bullish.
Yeah.
Bullish. We'll save that, Joe. You're right. We'll save it for another segment, another day. I know you're mad.
I am mad. I am very mad. I've never.
What did we not get to, Joe? I just want to know.
Sorry?
What
It
did we
doesn't
not
matter.
get
I
to?
mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. The timing is all fucked. I'm fucked. Everything's fucked. Fuck.
He hates this. He hates this. The end of Friday show with this in particular is
Man.
He's gonna have words with me after this. I
Oh,
know
we're
it.
fucking
I'm not logging on after,
Buying
bro.
goats with crypto? Are you kidding? This is hot.
It's
Yo,
the
Joe.
dream, I thought, being able to buy
This is
anything
like-
with crypto.
It's
Right
not
up there
that.
with, like,
It's-
Jake
it's-
Paul
it's-
and fucking Paris
It's not
Hilton.
that. It's not that. Can I fucking say what it was?
What?
Right
fucking
after
say it.
you said bullish, bearish, Joe, I go, okay, let me talk for a second. I got something real good. Fucking Henry comes in swinging his big old fucking dick.
Okay, the whole point of bullish, bearish is we shut our fucking mouths and we say bullish, bearish. We don't say anything else. I think he's done. Oh,
No,
I
you're not.
unmuted him and then he muted himself. That was good.
You muted me, motherfucker?
It was so much better with you muted. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, not the
Yeah.
show. I just mean to see you going all handsy.
And it's like my favorite part.
Yeah.
Man, guys, bullish, bearish on fucking Joe. What
And
a
now we do
legend.
that.
What a legend.
Bullish.
Love bullish on Joe.
Bullish on Joe.
That hat, bullish.
All right. Bullish, bearish
Oh,
on the new
man.
Pearl Jam album, which I'm going to tell you guys is fucking amazing. Absolutely
Thank you.
fucking amazing, guys. I cannot believe this album. Oh my goodness. Check it out. Anyway, okay. Dude, I wish I could go out with that song. That would be fucking amazing. But we cannot. So, guys, we
Going
did
out
it.
with the idiots, right?
Yeah, we'll go out with idiots, of course. But again, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in, for hanging all week long. I think this was now our 4th week. I think it's like 3.5, but our 4th week completed. What a fucking trip already.
Been a wild one so far.
You wild one.
I'm not looking forward to the post call with Joe. I'm skipping it. But I'll
Yes.
see you Monday, Joe.
Fucking
do that.
stay. You gotta fucking stay for the meeting, you piece of shit. Come on. It's not going to be bad. I'm
I'm afraid.
Oh, trust me, it'll be fine.
Yo, Joe, I just want to know: are you gonna visit us tomorrow at the show at some point?
I was planning on it before I got fucking big dick nuts over there swinging his fat fucking hog around.
I want to see you in the chat at least.
I might come if I have time.
Pretending to smoke something.
So a reminder, or maybe a first heads up for anybody who didn't know, but Biggie and I are going to be doing a 12-hour live stream tomorrow. It starts at 4:20 a.m. Central Time.
Really?
So 5:20 Eastern Time. But yeah, 4:20 to 4:20. Marathon stream. There will be some events.
Policy for the friends and fam.
Okay.
Drop
Maybe
by.
I'll
Go
stop
as
by.
you please. Yeah.
Maybe I'll stop by.
Gonna see if we can get record high over the course of it. I imagine it'll be an all-time high as far as total people in and out. But I'm thinking of some little events, like as in I want to do a part of it, a watch party for that what is it, NFT WTF documentary on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix? I thought I looked the other day. I didn't see it.
You got to put a VPN on, and you got to be watching from the UK.
Pickle's asking for call in. Maybe we I don't know if we're going to do call in, but maybe some of the guests can come and join us on the actual stream.
Yeah, we can definitely do call in or join it. Yeah, either way, whatever's going to work there, that would work. But yeah, that show, we might do some like Fortnite streaming. We can all hop in a game and do stuff. We've got some NFT stuff to go over. We will have some giveaways. It'll be a fun day. So 12 fucking hours of it. Tell you what, I think we're going to get a little, what's the word, Biggie? It's 420. I'll just say that. It's 420. So
tipsy.
It'll be that kind of day. A lot of eating pizza and shit too. Anyways, guys, that's the plans for tomorrow, bright and early. Come stop by. And on that, guys, hope your weekend is fucking fantastic. Like always, we appreciate you. We love you. Make sure to like and subscribe, by the way. We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Happy having.
Happy having.
Happy having.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our every